The players then, it's Reanne Evans and David Lilley. Over to you, Phil.
Thanks, Rachel. A very warm welcome back to the Swansea Arena for day 2 of the Bet Victor Snooker Shootout. Time now to welcome our next 2 players. We begin with a 12-time Women's World Champion, Reanne Evans, and a former Indian Open quarter-finalist, David Lilley.
Reanne Evans, 12 times Women's World Champion. MBE takes centre stage against one of the most decorated amateurs in the game, David Lilley, who belatedly decided to give the professional ranks a crack, having 3 times won the English Amateur Championship, former World Amateur Championship runner-up, who is going to strike the first psychological blow by winning the lag. It's very tight indeed, and I think Reanne has just edged it. She has. And she invites David Lilley to break off.
Very good player, David Lilley. Had a glittering amateur career for many years. He's been part of the tour off and on in the last half a dozen. But somebody who, as I say, as an amateur, achieved most things that you can achieve in the game. Reanne, of course, has won 12 world titles as a woman player. She's given an early chance, though, to the man from the northeast.
3 decades an amateur before he decided to turn professional, which he achieved back in 2019. Although, as he noted at the time, it couldn't have come at a worse time for him in a way, because it was on the eve of COVID and the cancellation of a lot of events. So the timing was against him. Also claimed the world seniors title, beating the whirlwind. Pretty close, Reanne, with that long red.
Yeah, I think also just the red trickling towards the left side of the table was as big a problem as any. You didn't want to leave your opponent directly in with the first chance so early in the 10 minutes. That's what she's done.
He was the victim of an extraordinarily bad bit of luck during UK Championship qualifying against Elliot Slessor. He was screwing back on the green, and as the cue ball was heading back from the pot, the chalk fell out of his pocket and the white careered into it, just when he was looking as though he was getting back into the match.
I don't think you'll see that very often. Of all the areas on the table, the cue ball came back across the one place his chalk was, as you point out. He's finished a bit in between there on that shot, not really on the red in any pocket comfortably. Play it up into the green pocket, I suspect, but it's not where he wanted to be. Nice cueing. Very good cueman, David Lilley. Just that way he brings that cue back, almost pendulum-like, back through the ball.
His best showing in the shootout was an appearance on the final day, the last 32, earlier this year, as Reanne, who of course beat Stuart Bingham, World and Masters champion last year in the shootout, watches on. And this is the cruelty of this game, particularly in the shootout, when just one error can prove to be your only meaningful shot. It's still early days, of course, but Lilley already building quite a sizable lead. Sometimes you don't even have to make an error.
Now, will he feel compelled to keep the break going? The bottom red goes. He's going to plough through the bunch. Might be Reanne's best way back into the frame if he plays this and doesn't get it. Winning off the jaw, goodness me, though, hasn't that worked well? Somehow finished on the blue. I wasn't entirely sure the red was going to drop in. It was to the top jaw, but fell in. Now, anything could be achievable here. Didn't play a good shot there. He's not badly on the red, but he flicked the black, as you might have spotted. So he's got a very healthy lead and possibly more still to come. Tough school, isn't it, already? We're seeing.
47.
Yeah, Evans taking on the long red. Got pretty close, but this has been a very good break from Lilley. Crowd getting excited about the yellow as usual. And all Reanne can do is wait and hope. And that hope is fast receding. This lead becoming intimidatingly large now, and the clock, of course, going the other way.
50.
He's tried to land on that middle red of the 5. I reckon he's just about on it. It was quite a good shot to land on that
55.
red, because he's on the black straight after. It's quite a well-located shot. Well, I mean, this is extremely one-sided. Reanne took on a red. She had every right to play it. The result wasn't great, but I didn't think it would necessarily amount to all of this. Red colour and the game's over.
63.
Not even halfway.
That caught Lilley by surprise a little. But he's not looked flustered, he's not looked ruffled at all
64.
in this break.
Just one chance. If he misses this, it's just a slight opening. But he hasn't missed it. No, it's a brilliant break. This very, very good. I mean, OK, we've seen a 147, so we're not leaving trying to compete with that today. But this has been outstanding 69. From David Lilley.
Yeah, the frame already over. Snooker's required, and as we know, that isn't a thing in the shootout.
Safe to say that, you know, you have to be switched on from shot one, and had the red gone in, maybe been a totally different setup, this frame, but you leave an early chance, and you're at the mercy of a player at this level doing something like David Lilley's done here. Just knocked everything in. So he'll be going through. It's now a question of whether we see another century.
85.
Very good. Very good, all of this.
86.
Well, he's playing all the cannons now he can. Both reds in play. This red shot, if it goes in, the century's very much on.
91.
Magnificent. Just a little short on pace in saying that. I thought he'd gone through further.
Not quite the 30th century in shootout history. Reanne coming back to the table. Why not? She's only had one shot. She's going to go down all guns blazing.
The damage was done in one foul swoop, wasn't it, from Lilley?
Extraordinary record she has in the women's game.
$13.
58 titles, 90 consecutive match wins. 10 world championships in a row.
70.
And 12 in all. A trailblazer for women's snooker, for sure. And enjoying this opportunity to pod a few. It's been a very high-quality frame.
28.
Go on, Reanne. Unorthodox.
28.
Reanne Evans makes a break of 28, but it was a quite superbly crafted 92 from the 3 times English amateur champion David Lilley that books his place in the second round of the shootout here in Swansea.